All right, community number 6. I think some people are enjoying this series or whatever may happen. But what I want to talk about is I actually want to talk about today on community number 6, and then we'll get back off into some of the intricate workings of it. I want to talk about the actual lifestyle of the community. Now, we have, shoot, it's getting bright out here. We have, I don't know, at our command right now, 11 communities. We now have another one that's come on board. It's already been on board. I just didn't really want to mention nothing about it just yet, and I'm still not until we get, a good, reliable, responsible, mature family out there. But until then, we'll just leave it at that. But anyway, community lifestyle. When you think about people like myself and these community, the saints that live on these communities, we've done what the book says. We have forsaken all. And what does that mean? What does it entail? It tells exactly what I told you, exactly what I said. We've literally forsaken all. We live in a selfish world that people don't mind moving into something that somebody else has already done made the sacrifice for. And what makes it worse is, and what makes it really bad, let me just use that terminology, is when they come there with an ungrateful and an unthankful and an unholy attitude. You've got people that have been there, that have put in their sweat equity, they've contributed with their blood, their sweat, their tears, their money, their time, their energy, their effort, their resources. And I can go on and on and on with the superlatives. And then you have an opportunity to come and move into this place to where everything is provided for you, because the truth is, all you really need is a bed, to tell you the truth, and everything else is a luxury. But at the communities, you have access to shower, you have access to good, clean food, fellowship, you get to work on the land, you get chores assigned to you, your children are homeschooled, you're homeschooled, the children are homeschooled, not you're homeschooled. You have, when you're on a community, I hope I'm not under any type of illusion whatsoever at all, but I just literally think that when people come to a community, they should be extremely grateful and thankful that they have been invited into a family that has already made the sacrifice, a family that has already done lost much. A whole lot. That's what they've done. And I tell you, you gain a family, you gain brothers, you gain sisters, you everything that you didn't have in your natural family, you definitely got it here. And genuinely that these people love you with all their heart. I think more than anything, just the ideal, especially just think about if you're a sister and you don't have to actually go out here and punch in a time clock. You don't have to be under the finger and the thumb of the Gentiles. You don't have to have that stress and anxiety. You don't have to worry about nobody approaching you and trying to you see men lusting and salivating after you and carrying on, and you don't have none of those concerns whatsoever at all. You get an opportunity and a chance of a lifetime to grow. And then what do some people say? Some people, they turn around and they say, well, what about retirement? What about when you get older and all this other stuff? Well, if you stay righteous and you continue to keep developing, you keep going from faith to faith and glory to glory, the community is a place. He said it is for us. It's that way. It's it for us. It's where we're going to live. It's where we're going to die. Period. And with all the communities that's developing, and with nice big home fellowships developing, right now, the communities are starting to, some of the larger communities are starting to build a fellowship hall and a place to have church. And is that not a beautiful thing? And I'll tell you the reason why it's a beautiful thing, because see, if I had to travel and I needed to go to a place rather than us renting a building, giving that money to the Gentiles in meeting rooms and stuff, we can just meet right there at the community, in the fellowship hall, in the church assembly that they have, and have everything there that we need. Isn't that beautiful? I mean, here in a little bit, I'm going to add on to this other building up here, and I'm going to put back up our little rec center. We used to have a rec center at one time. We had a pool table, foosball table, ping pong table. We had all types of everything in this place. It was really nice. And the whole ideal is you have everything you need here on community. What need do you need to go out? And the whole purpose is to put everything that we are making back into the community. Everybody has all their needs met. I think it's just the most wonderful thing that the Most High Yah has created. When you go read Deuteronomy 28, it tells us to build houses, move into them. You go to Isaiah 65, tells us to build houses, move into them. You go over to Acts chapter 2, Acts chapter 4, tells us clearly to sell that all you have all things common, be there in unity. I don't know how people miss it. Yahshua even said it himself. Unless a man forsake all that he has, he cannot be my disciple. So how do you do that? I mean, what model are you going to look at today in order to know how to do that? And it's just, I cannot speak highly enough for how beautiful it is. Now, you're going to have ups, you're going to have downs, you're going to have disagreements, you're going to have all the stuff that you normally have, but that doesn't take away from the maturity. It doesn't take away from the sanctification that the Most High Yah is using us for and doing with us out here at this particular time. It just doesn't. It really, and then think about the environment that your children get to grow up in now. Think about that for a second. Your children get to grow up in a wholesome environment to where they're not taught homosexual values. They're not taught lesbianism and transgender and all this other crap, and they're not going to grow up confused. In any way, shape, fashion, or form, they're literally not going to grow up confused. They're going to know who they are. They're going to know right from wrong. They're not going to be challenged with evil because they've got good brothers, sisters, examples, teachers sitting right in front of them. I just can't, again, and not that I just don't know of another better lifestyle. And the reason why it's community, I mean, think about our communities. We have another community right now that's looking at anywhere between 500 to 700 acres of land. We have another community up in Indiana that has like 130 acres of land. Straightway, Tennessee has 101 acres of land. We got Straightway, Kentucky East that has 86 acres of land. I mean, these places got to be developed. That's a lot of land. When you have that kind of land, man, you can really do a lot of things on these communities. You can do a lot of things on these communities. And we're looking to expand and looking to do more. But isn't that beautiful that we can do this, and everybody that lives on communities, they can live rent-free, mortgage-free, no light bill, no phone bill, no food bills. See, and I want y'all to understand this. We have rules and guidelines on the community. Nobody comes there doing their own will, coming up with own private revelations and stuff. If you're going to live on the community, you're going to abide by the leadership that's on that community. And it's not a tyrannical leadership. It's just that we can't allow people to go out and be doing their own thing and not trying to sync themselves with us, but causing more discord among the brethren. You just can't have that because, you know, it only takes one sinner to destroy much good, but you have to be in unity. And if you come to the knowledge of truth about something, everything, and you just ain't going to bend or something like that, and myself and the elders or the elders at the community and the people are just all disturbed and they can't get a clearance for it, you need to change. And if you can't change, no hard feelings. None whatsoever at all. The best thing for you is probably just to head on down the road, because community is all about common unity. It's all about us until we all come into the knowledge of the faith and the truth. There's just some things we just simply can't tolerate and can't ever allow to take place on community. So, you know, if you're a candidate or something like that, first of all, number one, get your heart right with Yah. Yah knows where your heart is. We will know where your heart is. Yah will speak to us, and not only Yah will speak to us, but he'll speak to us and he'll talk to us and he'll let us know how you're doing. You just keep praying. And we'll watch your walk to see if you're worthy to be counted worthy to actually live with us on a community and common unity. But anyway, hope I said something to at least bring some type of inspiration or inspiring though. But I tell you one thing, let me use this too. On the community, if you have never, ever, ever grown your own food and eat it. I mean, just the other day, we were sitting there eating green beans that we canned, our sisters canned, throughout this year or a couple of years ago. And I mean, I never grew up really liking green beans too much, but man, our green beans that we grew, our sisters processed them, canned them and stuff. Oh, they were so tasty. And I usually don't even eat potatoes, but man, when they cook them potatoes and them green beans along with them deer ribs, don't get me started. See, y'all get me started now. Shoot, man, it was so good. That's the reason why that we remember the Most High Yah when our bellies are full, to give thanks unto him. To give thanks to him because, man, how beautiful and how blessed we are as the people of the Most High Yah for making the sacrifice and not live like the Gentiles in the selfishness and in the vanity of their own mind, but to really truly be grateful and thankful for what Yah has done for us. It's just a beautiful thing. It really truly is. And so spring is right around the corner. We're already starting to make moves to get seeds started, gardens to get ready once we get past this rainy season. And man, everybody, all the saints, you'll see how excited they are to be able to get out there, get into that garden, to be able to be outside with a t-shirt and some flip-flops on and just to be able to work in the dirt. You never seen how happy saints are when they get the opportunity to go out there and work in that dirt and be able to produce and one plant of the other watered, and we sit and watch Yah continue to keep giving the increase. Man, I just thank him. I thank him. Well, anyway, I hope this helps some of you. I really, truly do.